All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of D&D here at the CBG. Um, as usual, I am your DM, Retro-san, and all our players here. Uh,
Yo, yo.
as far as anything else, I don't think there's any announcements or anything. Let's go ahead and jump into the show here. Last we left off, our intrepid band of adventurers here have were given a quest to go to this vineyard, the Wizard of Wines, to fetch some wine to deliver to the town of Kresk for permission of entry. Upon coming to the vineyard, they found the owners of this vineyard kind of skulking in the trees and bushes, saying that their business and home are under attack by some angry, evil druids. They went investigated, but not too long after were met with a horde of needle blights and a single druid accompanying them. And our team held their ground and took to the fields of battle and won. And decided to go into the vineyard or the winery itself upon discovering that there were a few more druids and some needle blights in there. The druids apparently pouring some sort of concoction into the several large vats of fermenting wine. But after a short skirmish, um, dealt some pretty blows in a nice little kung fu fight between Leek and the lead druid there. um, ultimately came out on top. And that's kind of where we left off. You guys had just finished the battle, kind of patching up your wounds a little for those who have sustained. And yeah, we'll pick it up there. What would you guys like to do?
So we didn't take a short rest or anything, right? We're just fresh
No,
out of
not
battle.
that. Yeah, you just fresh out of battle. Everything was like you guys had just finished everything, and you're just kind of like going over the spoils at this point.
Okay.
Cool.
As I'm searching, can I search one of the druid guys? And I wanted
Sure.
to
Well,
comment.
the only druid that you can search right
Oh yeah,
now,
the other
unless you
guy's
want
in
to dig
wine.
the one out of the vat. um, so go ahead and give me a investigation check as you go and pat his body down for any valuables.
Okay, let me just do that real quick. Investigation.
Can I try to find the powder? Is there any left that they were dumping into the vat?
Yeah.
You'd
I will
probably
help you out with
find
that.
some on the bodies, which at the current moment is only one. But you don't see any laying on the floor, if that's what you're asking.
I got a 14 investigation.
14. All right. So as you pat him down, you don't find anything of value. He doesn't have like any money on him or anything else like that. You do see the a pouch on him that's kind of open, has like just a faintest amount of residue left. It looks like it was the powder that they were sprinkling in there. And you do see his staff laying next to him. Pretty ornate looking.
Okay, I will go ahead and grab onto that staff. And the powder residue pouch. And return to the group. And I guess I was going to comment on, make sure that Leek was doing all right. I say, hey, you doing all right, Leek? That was a pretty tough bout you just fought.
Surprisingly, yeah. Like that,
It looked like the druid was getting the better of me, but really, I had the upper hand the whole time.
It was, yeah, it must have been subtle because it was hard to notice.
It was. I'm a master of subtlety. That's how I fight.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, how's everybody doing? Anybody need any healing besides the bear who's looking real rough? But I think I understand how that. Yeah. Yeah. I think I understand how that works now. You'll turn back into your regular self if that thing gets too wounded. So I'm not too worried about you. He's got needles sticking out of his throat.
So, just to give you a little bit more description on the staff that you see, it's a spongy black length of wood.
Whoa.
It looks really gnarly and um, not pleasant looking. Something like like a spooky tree branch.
Ugh. All right. Well, I mean,
Uh,
I'll hang
Cooler
on
than
to it.
my.
can I mentally communicate with you to bring its body down here so I can see if I can, see if it's like in anywhere, around any specific plants or, whatever like that.
You want me to drag this poor dead man's body?
Yeah. The one who's trying to kill you? Yeah.
Uh, he never accosted me, but sure. I'll grab his body and yank it down there. All right. Yeah.
Oh my
And I just want to give this guy a once over, like druid to druid, see if like, does like he seem like he's like an elder of some kind? Like, is he significant in any sort of like way?
Give me a perception check.
Cool. And I also maybe it's two different checks, I don't know, but I also wanted to sniff the powder to see if like I can recognize what it is.
Yeah, go just do the one, and I'll apply it to both.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice. That's gonna be a 26.
26. So you go and like you're sniffing the body and stuff like that, and you also get a whiff of the bag and stuff like that. The bag itself has a very bitter scent to it, kind of pungent. Um, in fact, give me a nature check real quick
Okay.
to identify this smell.
Very cool. Oh wow. Dirty 20.
Yeah. So you immediately like recognize this as some form of poison.
Mm.
Um as far as the person itself, you kind of look him over and get a scent and stuff like that. You can kind of tell that this person is I guess you would call a de facto leader type, but you can't
Mhm.
tell if he's like an elder of a clan or, a high ranking patriarch or anything else like that. But you do
Okay.
see that he had some clout, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So his name does like ring bells in like the druid
No,
circles kind of
like
thing.
as far as the druid circles you're familiar with outside of Borovia, these
Hmm.
don't match any descriptions whatsoever. In fact, like if anything, give me a history check. How's
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Here it comes. 6.
6? You like the best you can come up with is you might have heard something in like ancient stories and stuff like that about certain types of druids kind of like this, but
Hmm.
um it's almost like a forgotten thing. Like
Mm.
it's of no there hasn't been any like need for this type to be here, that it's insignificant.
Yeah. Like if we were to see a Shakespeare guy walking around.
Exactly. Like
All right, gotcha. I communicate that to everybody else. Like, this is like a really old school druid. Like it doesn't really. That's not how people do it anymore.
Hmm.
And he was trying to poison these bats.
Hmm.
They were trying to poison these bats.
Poison it with what?
Um, I'm not sure exactly what poison, but that powder that they were pouring in was definitely some sort of poison. So I don't know how many of them they got. Definitely the one that the guy fell into, plus the one we saw them pouring. I don't know if they got all of them, but at least 2 of them are compromised.
Why would they want to poison the bats? Like, if they had any,
Why would he? Start going.
the guy who owned the vineyard, won't they just take it up with him instead of poisoning the bats that other people are going to drink?
Maybe the druids have a problem with the town, and they know that the town gets the wine.
Maybe.
Does this vineyard only supply wine to the town, or do they get supplied other places?
Oh, I think you're right. I think this like supplies for the whole area. I think,
Let's go talk to the guy who jumped out of the bushes at us.
yeah,
See what he has to.
yeah, good call.
Yeah, maybe they have beef that he's not telling us.
Shouldn't we check the rest of this place for druids?
Yeah, we probably should.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Can I?
fair point.
Before we go, can I sniff all the ones that potentially were untouched to see if I can smell that poison in all of them, or just like a couple of them?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another perception check.
While he does that, could I do a quick glance over of this staff? Does it look magical in nature or martial in nature?
You do get a sense of arcane nature from the staff. It's a little unsettling, especially from someone of your background.
I think I'm just gonna hand it over to a leak. So staff, I'm more of a mace man or a crossbow man myself. So I don't know if you'll have a use for it, but I don't.
I'll check this out in more detail later. Right now, we may have to fight some more druids, and I'd rather go with my trusty staff.
Oh, it may also be best for the druid in our group. Now that I think about that.
That makes a lot
Ben
more
looks
sense.
really incredulously.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't give it to a bear. It just doesn't make any sense.
I got a 26 again on my perception.
All right, yeah, that's easy enough. You take a moment and you like go and you start sniffing around the barrels, and you know that 3 of the 4 barrels have been tainted, or 3 of the 4
3 of the
vats.
4, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we got one good one.
Should be
Definitely not a complete loss.
on the way out.
Put it in what?
I mean, we're in a winery. There's got to be bottles around, right?
Yeah. There's like it depends if you're trying to find like full bottles or empty bottles. In the labeling room, there were a bunch of empty bottles ready to be placed on, like to be labeled and stuff like that. But right now, within sight, you don't see any like full bottles.
Is there like a spigot or anything on the bats, or are they just bats?
No, yeah, on the vat, see, there is like a spigot where they can like empty it out from the bottom.
Which one's the good one?
That would be the one on the if you're facing the front of the building where you came in, it'd be the far left.
Far left. Okay. So this guy or this guy? This guy. Okay.
This one, yeah, that one.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay. So which means it makes me think that they came in from the back maybe, and they started doing it in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah, went down the line.
Yeah.
You know what they say in D&D, it's always best to split the party. So I'll check the left.
Is everyone okay? Did we need to take a short rest, or is everyone ready to continue traveling? I can also
I
cast some
could
healing
definitely use a
spells.
short rest. Get my wild shape back, but if we have to keep pressing up, I can. But
Yeah, I'm worried about the risk of more druids just wandering into the room while we're chilling here for a while.
I
Yeah.
feel like we should at least finish searching the house before we just sit
Fair.
down.
Okay. Yeah. I must say I'm a little paranoid to hearing the stories of the last house you entered. So just being cautious.
I mean, fair. If you've got any stuff you want to throw around, like, I don't think we'd complain.
Uh, I can probably only cast one more spell, and I'm saving it for someone who goes down, and it's like a last Hail Mary.
Mhm.
That is,
Yeah.
that's fair. I guess we'll have to try not to go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we still got, like, Falco's good berries, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. All right. Did you actually want to split the party? Because I mean.
No, that was not in character. Just talking
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Cool.
We should stay together.
Okay. Cool. Upstairs or downstairs first?
I mean,
Well, I think I have to stay downstairs because I'm too big to fit through anywhere else. And I want to try to sniff around if I can.
Oh yeah, you should lead the way if you can.
if this model of the house is accurate, we can see that this just leads straight outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the double doors and the door right there, that leads out onto the patio where they smash the grapes and stuff like that. I think one of you had explored that already, but yeah, you get the idea that leads straight outside. But there's a couple other doors that you probably haven't access to that you could probably
Like the one
check out.
behind us. Right there.
Oh yeah, look at
Oh, yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sniff it out.
Yeah. Can I start sniffing?
What exactly are you sniffing for again?
Just presence of people. Like the classic, just like a dog tracking.
Got it.
Tracking
Go
a
ahead
scent.
and
If I can, yeah.
give me another perception check there.
All right. Okay. 24.
24. You go ahead and put your nose to the ground in the air and try to give a good, thorough, sniff around, see if you can find anything. Now that you have the scent of the other things, you're trying to find that familiar scent. Um, other than the bodies that are still here in this room, you don't pick up any other scents leading in any other direction.
I say I think the coast is clear.
All right. Who's opening the door?
I don't have hands.
I'll do it.
Thanks for moving your guys' characters with me.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All I've seen on is a white screen. I can't see anything on my thing.
Oh, one, you don't have your character permissions. Let me go ahead and get you that. There you go. Now you should be able to
Oh,
move
we have
here.
that changed everything. Yep.
All right, so you're opening this door here.
Yep.
All right.
What's up? What's in here?
In here you see what looks to be sort of loading dock. Parked in this loading dock is a wagon with 3 barrels set in braces on the bed. Raised wooden walkway runs along the west, south, and east walls. Through a hole in the ceiling, you see a wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it.
Oh, there's got to be full of wine, right?
That's perfect. We can find a horse or just have
The Falco.
Falco
Yeah.
be a horse.
Yeah.
We're set.
Sweet.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do that. Can I sniff them to see if I smell any of that poison? Like they tainted these things
call.
first before they went in.
Yeah, go ahead and give a perception check.
All right, 24.
24. You give him the sniff, but you don't smell any of the poison. But you also don't smell any wine.
Oh,
You just get the
Mm,
scent of oak from the wood.
gotcha. I
damn
think
it.
they're empty. There's no poison, which is good, but I think we have to fill them up if we're gonna do it that way.
Nah, we'll just have the people that work here do it.
Can I pick one up to see if it's heavy?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
15.
15. You go over to one of the barrels and you give it a heft. It's got some weight to it, but you're able to lift it cleanly off the ground. But yeah, it does feel empty.
Okay. Yeah. There's. We could just fill them up.
Okay, yeah, we'll tell the people that work here about it, and when they come back, they can fill it up for us.
We could fill them up, move them out to the side, and then tell them we need some wine to bring to Kresk. That way, extra wine.
Yeah, you realize how valuable this wine is?
That's a good point. Maybe we should at
3
least
out of
keep a few
4 are
bottles. Just
contaminated.
I mean, just for the sake of use, for bartering and such.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
sure, like, pay us, right?
Right,
Clearing out
yeah,
this vineyard.
exactly. And I would
Yeah,
say, yeah, they'll probably give us a few bottles.
Okay, I'm not going to dance around it. I'm just going to say it. We could steal some wine and have extra.
I mean, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have any. So, I think we can take the portion that we see fit.
Right, we're inferring a fair payment for our services.
Exactly.
I can't say that I approve, but I can't say anything else. That's all.
Think of it as Saloon working through me to provide for you.
I like that. All right, I will. Yeah. Thank you, Saloon. And yeah, all right, cool.
Is there any other cool stuff back here?
In that room,
Back down the hallway, I see like stairs going up and down.
Oh yeah, good call.
yeah, you do see some stairs. Hold on a second. Oh, you don't see stairs. You see the ramp. It's smooth, and this is where they roll the barrels up and down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's slide down and see if there's some druids down there.
Good call.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's a ramp going down too, which I'm not sure where that leads. So we already saw upstairs. Let's check it out.
Whee!
So you're gonna slide down the ramp.
I want to throw my hands up like it's a roller coaster.
Definitely, yeah. You sit on your butt and you slide down, and it's a quick little slide down, but you end up in. Let's see, what is that?
What's the plan for getting back up? Because I can fly.
Oh, I didn't go. I didn't slide. I'm still up at the top. I'm waiting to hear from you guys.
I mean, is it really steep? I would assume we could just walk up it. Like you walked up slides as a kid.
True.
I mean, it's not super steep, but it is like it's a smooth surface, so it does kind of offer little amounts of grip. So, but with your form and weight, you are able to walk up and down it pretty easily.
Okay.
But with Leek is different. He'd probably be better off just sliding down it and then trying to get back up, unless you put you do some like wall like runs and jumps and stuff like that. You could probably bounce your way back up.
Or fly.
Kind of just like do an occasional flap. When I start to slip, just pop in the air for a second, re-get my grip.
Oh, is it too tight to fly?
Oh, that's a good point. It's only like barrel sized, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when I need to.
But you end up in the cellar. Um,
Um, can I fit as a
uh,
bear or no?
no, as a bear, you're way too. In fact, you're. I think you're still inside the vat room because the
Okay,
doors are
cool.
way too big for the um your current form.
Gotcha. I'll just drop it. I only had 2 HP left anyway.
Got it.
I'll follow behind.
Oh, you're
Oh,
sliding down as well?
Um, yeah, I think I will. Just if someone goes down, I feel like I should be there.
Okay. Uh, how is it down there, guys? Is it safe?
But as you enter into the cellar here, you see wooden pillars and beams support the 10-foot high ceiling of this ice cold cellar, which is split in two by a 5 foot thick brick wall. Um, a thin mist covers the floor. Each of the cellar features an 8 foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one is half filled with wine bottles.
Are they
Okay.
full wine bottles?
Yes, they are like you check the wine bottles and they do have contents.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they're sealed.
Hmm. They
Okay,
seem to be
cool.
just sitting here fermenting.
So, grabbing some, right?
Jackpot, yeah.
Do they look like they're done fermenting? Would I know? I think
Um, I don't know. Do you know?
I would just assume all wine is ready to go. I saw it on the shelf.
Um, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if this would help, but maybe with my herbalism kit, I would know something about fermenting wine. They're all
Mhm.
grapes.
The
You
one
know.
the one thing is that like you wouldn't know if these wines are aged properly without actually
Mhm.
opening one up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I could. I'll open one up just to test it, just to kind of see.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So you go and you look at the bottles here and you pick one up and you like dust off the front label. And it says Red Dragon Crush.
This might be the
And
good stuff.
yeah, and so you go ahead and you pop the top off of it, and you give it a smell. Definitely has a strong scent. You give it a taste, and it tastes really good.
Mm,
As far as like it's you're no wine snob, but you can probably tell that it could probably use a few more years of sitting. But on its own right now, it's pretty good.
okay, okay. Yeah, it's not. Oh, wait, so the wine upstairs in the barrels that hasn't been sitting at all. That's like fresh, is it? Am I right?
Um, you would probably come to the conclusion that the wine in the vats is just freshly made. Yeah, it's if you were to drink that right
Mm,
now, it probably wouldn't
Hmm.
have its unique flavors. It probably just tastes like
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I convey that to everybody else. Okay. Yeah, it's an age game.
What's the
Why?
lighting situation down here?
Or I'm gonna take some.
Down in the cellar, it's very dim light. It's kind of dark down here.
All right, I
Okay.
got light cast on my mace. I'm just holding it up.
Oh, did you join us?
Oh yeah, I assume somebody would have yelled up that it was safe, and that I would come down.
I mean, I might have been tempted to try and stall you while Link
Okay,
shouts
then I would
about
have stayed up there. Hey guys, is it safe?
There's something. There's a really gross spill at the bottom of the slide. Give us a second. We're cleaning it up right here.
I want to
Okay, yeah,
grab some wine while he's up there still.
yeah, I would stay up there for sure if they don't say it's safe. All right, yeah, let me know when it's cleaned up.
I grab at least 6 bottles, if I can.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Uh, I'm kind of, so I'm thinking I want to grab as many bottles as I can and then wild shape while I'm holding all these bottles so they can just like absorb into my body. Bag of holding, if you will.
All right.
Man of holding.
After all, everyone's pocketed some wine. Call for
Before that, is this door real right here? Am I able to see this, or is it inaccurate?
1 second. Where are you?
I'm up at
Oh yeah,
the.
that the door is real.
Okay, I would open the door, while they're down there. I'm gonna open
Yep.
this door and check out in this room. Let me know when it's safe.
That door just leads into the back area of the vats, which was kind of hard to access. But yeah, it's just the back room of the vats. You see a number of barrels that line the wall.
Nothing of note. All right. If there's nothing interesting, what's in this door?
Let's see. While the rest of you are trying to stuff as much wine as possible.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the wall shape
Open.
thing, but I'm seriously considering it.
You go into this area and you see a dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to enter this room. Wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall, and the hearth built into the southwest corner, and the barrel of sand standing next to it. Staircase descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottles stands a barred door.
Um. Well, I'll light up my mace. I'll cast light on my mace, and assuming that the staircase looks fine, doesn't look like there's any slippery stuff, then I'm gonna head down.
All right. You head down and you find a door,
I'll open it.
and there you see your group stuffing wines into their back pockets.
What the fuck, guys? Oh, that's too funny.
Karabar, come get some wine.
I didn't see anything. What's going on, guys? You just
Oh,
had
we were
that wine
taking
on
wine.
you, right?
I don't know if you missed it, but taking wine.
I conscientiously object to
That's
you
nice to
stealing
hear.
wine. Yeah. So I rebuke it, and all right, shall we move on?
I look like a puffy jacket.
Anything of interest here besides wine?
I
And that
mean,
spill.
we're
Clean it up.
removing poisoned wine from the cellar.
Oh, you're
Falco sniffed it out for us. We're just going to destroy these at a later date at our own leisure.
oh
One bottle at a time.
these ones that you have are poisoned.
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
Perfectly
Cool.
sealed and wrapped ones that are poisoned.
Yeah. No. Okay. I believe you.
Also, Leek,
Yeah.
how many are you trying to steal?
6.
6. Okay, so you do realize that you are a 3-foot Aarakocra trying to steal what would be basically a 2-liter on your person, and 6 of them.
I put as many as I can into my bag, and then I'll double fist the rest.
You
One
can use my
between each
bag if you
finger.
want. You can use my
Really
bag.
carrying the stolen goods?
I object. Here, let me give you a hand with that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna watch you struggle. I will hold my bag open and you just put them in there and I won't look.
In which case, I grab as many as I can until he stops me from filling his bag.
No, if there's room, let's see. Go ahead, put as much as you can fit. I'm not looking.
How many can I fit?
Let's see. Let me take. Is it possible for me to take my tent out and tie it to the side of my bag?
Yeah, that's not an issue. But
Okay.
you guys do your thing. I need to find some math stuff here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Blink, blink, just as many as I can fit.
I just have a looks like a regular backpack.
Okay, now try. Now, here, the thing is, when we go to talk to the Wizard of Wine, you got to try not to move your bag too much, or we're going to get caught doing this perfectly legal thing.
I don't know the laws in the area, but I'm strongly doubting that. But I'll do my best.
Listen, I've been in Borovia like 3 days longer than you. I know the lay of the land much better. This is fine. If anything, we'll be rewarded for it with the wine that we have.
We
I-
could just say that we're taking it as a gift for Madame Eva because she sent us on this journey.
I will not object to any of that logic. But I also don't condone it.
I think you're looking at this all wrong. Like, this is an opportunity. This is something Saloon is giving you an opportunity to enrich your life right here in front of your eyes, and it's up to you to seize it. So, in a way, stealing this wine is honoring your god.
I think I'm gonna go with we would have accepted this as payment. I think I'm gonna go with that.
So when we go talk to the wizard and if he offers to pay us, are you just going to turn it down and say we've already taken our pay, or
I will
are you
turn
not
down my
going
portion. Because I'm sure that we could sell this wine for a hefty penny in certain places. Maybe we can exchange it for pies.
You're a step ahead of me there. That's what I was planning on.
Yeah.
Speaking of, just to the group, when are we planning on going back to that one town, that name I'm forgetting, not Crest, but the one before that? When are we planning to go back there and pick up our pie delivery?
Valid point.
You know, I feel like the overall journey kind of precedence.
I'm not sure it
I
does.
mean, eventually we're going to have to go back to Borovia regardless. So no matter what, we're going to have to go there at some point.
Get there,
So,
you guys.
you know,
I believe
be
that
patient,
Saloon
I
will
guess.
guide us back there in due time.
All my pies now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel that.
Eating a little bit for pies.
I feel that.
Harold, I feel like that's just.
I've never had another good pie, and I'm starting to wonder, will I ever again?
You know, you can
I mean,
turn
you
to
never.
Saloon in times like these.
Nothing like that pie. You should have tried it.
So then, like, nothing's missing from your life. Your whole life before the pie, so you know you can live a full life after the pie.
It wasn't until I had the pie I realized I've only been living half a life.
You know what the worst thing about not having any more of that pie is? Is the more that we ate it, the better it was.
Exactly. Every bite was more delicious than the last.
Like the first one was okay. It was good. It was okay. But the second one was even better. And then that third one, holy shit. Oh god.
Off topic, but isn't that a bit from one of the Deuce Bigalow movies?
Now that you
They're
mention it,
eating,
it sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
yeah, they're eating the edible cake, and it like has a
Oh,
montage. And he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, it's kind of dry. This cake's
Yeah.
pretty good. Oh, this cake's fucking amazing."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
All right. So as you guys go and try to stuff as many bottles in to Karabar's bag, with the amount of stuff that Karabar has in it already, the max that you're able to fill is probably about 3 bottles.
Okay.
Oh, what about my bag?
Yeah, because a backpack is on a standard human is only 1 cubic foot worth of like space.
Right.
Plus, with all his other stuff, not
Mhm.
counting the tent that he
Side to
fixed,
side, right.
you probably can fit comfortably like 3 bottles. On your person, with your size, you can probably fit 1 bottle in your whole bag, and if it's empty.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm not giving up any of my 3,000 ball bearings for wine.
I
So I'll just
will.
carry.
I will use Mage Hand and carry one more.
Just floating right
Yeah,
next to you.
just one more.
All right.
Why
Oh,
not?
that's the 6 I wanted.
God damn it.
So, so how many bottles of wine are left over
How many bottles of
after
wine are
they've done
left
this?
over?
Like as far as the number of wine bottles that were on this shelf, um, check something real quick. You like take a quick glance at the rack, and there's a numerous amount of bottles, and you can like tell probably in the neighborhood of between 30 to 40 bottles.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, uh, tell me if this is shenanigans, but I'm gonna try to take like 20 bottles, hold them all, like as touch them all in one time, and I'm gonna turn into a monkey and try to have these bottles come into my body, like all my all my items that I'm carrying.
Um,
That's the worst, best idea I've
how
ever heard.
exactly are you touching 20 bottles?
I imagine it's a lot of bear hugging. Maybe like my legs are in the circle too, just kind of very awkwardly, just trying to, just
He
touch
sat
as
down
many as I can.
and we just started piling wine onto
Make a
Yeah,
little pyramid
yeah,
around him.
exactly.
Okay. Um, I just want to let you realize that if I do let you do this, once you drop form, you just a bunch of wine bottles are just going to go everywhere.
Yeah, it's not really
That
a
would be.
solid plan.
Oh, we got to get into a combat encounter before that wild shape wears off. This could work out so well.
Yeah, be
I'll
something that can
fly you up.
fly.
Yeah, I'll fly you up into the
Oh, there
air.
you
You
go.
transform, and we just carpet bomb with wine.
That's pretty awesome. I'm not seeing any downfalls of this.
You're just gonna take this poor little country's like last remaining wine supply and just waste it on shenanigans.
On a
That's
It's
dope.
awesome.
for the greater.
Essentially.
Oh,
I mean, you guys can all just wait around me. I turn back and it's just like cloak and dagger style. I just like open my like they all just come out of my chest.
All right, but I'd say that just with the like how big these wine bottles are, I'd say that 20 is a little much. I'd say that you could probably like bear hug about maybe 10 bottles if you were like sitting down and kind of like wrap both your legs and your arms around it and you're in the sitting position and then polymorph, you'd be able to do that.
All right, cool. Yeah, and I turn into a monkey. I'm like, all right, got as many as I can hold.
Carabao would just look dumbfounded that it worked. Wow. I gotta be impressed.
Yeah, you can do magic, right? Can you do this?
I'm holding one. Just look. It's just floating there. Can't you look?
Right, but like one compared to like what was it, 10?
Mhm. A lot less impressive.
1/10 is impressive, exactly.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Quantifiably.
All right, let's let's keep going, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I
Grab two
think that
more
was
bottles on my way out.
when you're a monkey.
With your monkey hands.
Carry one with your
You can
wolf
bear
paw.
hug even more now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hold him, you lift me up, and I'm the suitcase.
All right. Yeah,
I
using light. Oh, let me turn my light on if I can. There we go. There we go. Bam. Is this better wine
Then what?
than
Oh, over
the
here,
stuff
I
we
think
got?
you said
Yeah.
it was, right?
Let's see. Over in this area,
Just so you guys know, we have an hour before I have to drop this, so you gotta get all this stuff onto the cart before we.
over here you only see three dusty bottles.
Hmm.
like
Dusty makes
really
good with
old
wine, right?
bottles.
I mean, they have dust on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna set one of mine down and wipe the dust off of one of these and see if it's older wine.
It you read the label and it says purple grape mash number 3.
Compared to.
Compared to the ones that you stole, which was the Red Dragon Crush.
Number.
There is no number on that one.
Oh.
Oh, so
This is
these are the
newer
expensive
wine.
ones.
No, I think it's older. Like these are the originals.
Yeah.
Right, then why would it be numbered? Like the one without a number would be made first, right?
All right. Are there any numbers on the other Dusty bottles?
You check the other bottles and they say the same thing.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Maybe this is like him experimenting with different kinds, and this is like the third batch that he tried. Third recipe.
I mean, it's
What
Dusty.
year is it? Is this referring to year 3? It's gonna be really old wine.
Jonah Hill, not Jonah
That was
Hill.
a good one.
That movie, Year One.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black, Michael Cera.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I was like Jonah Hill.
Thinking
You're
of
in the
super
ball.
bad.
They were both.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Same energy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fine.
I
I'll take Dragon Punch. It's
yeah,
fine.
but well, by the dust, it's older. I mean, just from what little I know about wine, older is better, and I feel like these are better. I'm gonna set down the one on Mage Hand holding and grab one of those with my
That's
Mage Hand, of
actively
course.
stealing Carabar.
No,
Yeah,
it's
this
it's my
time.
it's with my Mage Hand. I'm still not touching it.
That's a lot of semantics.
Semantics is what I'm really relying on right now. So if I've got that, I've got nothing. So
that's a bare bones of religion right there.
uh,
Semantics.
I'm floating on faith.
Whoa.
Doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about religion to refute it. All right,
So what are
let's
you
go.
doing?
Just say in your head it's all semantic bullshit.
Well, all right, let's head upstairs. Then
Are you taking the bottles or are you just leaving it?
I'm grabbing one with Mage
Yeah.
Hand.
Okay.
I'm replacing the
Are
two I had in
you?
my hands with those two.
You don't have any in your hands. They're all in your body.
He grabbed two with
Oh
his
yeah,
monkey hand.
then I have two monkey
Oh,
hands.
you had 2 more in your. Okay, so yeah.
I just imagine him like waddling while holding these big bottles above his head. Yeah, exactly. Cosmo, move your fat ass.
Yeah, I'm like such a fat monkey.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm opening this door just to see where it goes. Yeah, I've noticed if you walk into a wall, sometimes it.
Yeah, you
And,
just jump on top and disappear.
Mhm.
Oh god.
Yep.
Anyway,
Is this just the same room that I was in earlier? Oh
Yep,
no, that
it's
we
just
were all
over on
in.
the other side.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I see. What the fuck? Move.
But yeah, I remind everyone that we only have an hour before I bust like a balloon.
Oh shit.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Now I understand what you're talking about. Oh, I already saw this whole area, so there's not really much here. We can bounce onto a different area.
That was everything.
let's go talk to that guy. Ask him why druids would want to poison his wine.
Hmm. And let's take the cart too.
Well, what's gonna pull it? You're a monkey now, not a horse.
I look at you and kind of like uh
We're pretty strong.
You are pretty strong.
Okay, Lee, you know what? Fair point. I believe in you.
I don't think that works. If it's horse-sized, that means I'd have my arms above my head trying to hold the yoke.
You can fly.
I think my wings are as strong as my body.
so we're talking Balto style. Just attached.
Oh, I got an idea. Oh wait, do you have any more wild shapes after this?
I have to take a short rest, but I can get more.
Oh.
But now that we've cleared the spot, it's kind of perfect
Wasn't
time to take a short rest.
this dude just in the bushes, like not too far away? Why?
That's true. We could just call him over. But I was thinking, Falco, you could sit down in the cart and then transform, and then you can set it all down in the cart.
That's a good idea. Good. All right, so I need you guys to be ready. So once this happens, you need to be ready to catch and move. All right,
Ready.
stand as centrally in the cart as possible.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
cast
set my
guidance on myself.
I'll give a countdown with monkey hands and bottles down. And it turned into a dragon. Horn.
Okay, so you get onto the cart and you like change back.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep him in the cart. Hopefully have everyone catch him a little bit.
Yeah, so you go and you form back into yourself, and they just like it. For those who are watching, is a really interesting experience as you just see like this thing like grow in mass to in there, but out of the body just like forms out these like glass bottles that just like come out of the body and just tumble around. Um, hold on, give me a second here. Out of the 10 bottles that you had, let's say actually one.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to catch any that hit the ground that are going for the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the 10, this is not a slow methodical process. This is just a quick shift, and these all these bottles just tumbling out. Out of the 10 that were there, they clatter along the cart, but one bottle does break.
That's fair.
Whew! All right.
All in all, that
We're
worked
good
out
now.
pretty well.
Yeah, that turned out all right.
I still had 2 in my monkey hand, so that's 11 bottles total.
You guys were scared of houses for no reason.
This one was a lot more tame. Okay, like we found some druids, sure. I'll give you that. No ghosts. No sentient armor. No buzzsaws in the doors.
Rats springing out of the walls.
A whole ass dungeon at the bottom. Sacrificial
No
chamber.
doors eating people.
Jesus.
The doors eating people. That's true. Yeah, we did lose Zerser that way. There was a giant goo monster at the end that nearly killed us.
Yeah.
Hmm. The ghost
So far,
cheering them on.
as far as I'm aware, half of the houses in Borovia are like that.
Statistically 50-50.
Yeah, yeah. I think you need a bigger sample pool, but okay.
Well, really 100 because this isn't even really a house. This is a business.
That's fair.
I mean, they
Uh,
live in it. Beds upstairs.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a building. They're
yeah,
all
I'll say they
you know,
live
as
where
far as
they work.
buildings.
They don't
Like
work where they live.
Death House, they had all their ritualistic stuff in the bottom, so you could argue that was actually a
I was
church.
just gonna say that. Yeah, that wasn't just a house
Mm,
either.
temple even. Yeah,
So temples are
fair.
filled with traps. Churches are evil.
It's religion.
Yeah, remember the vampire guy who had the vampire downstairs? So
That's right.
really, every religious place has been terrible so far.
Well, it's a church.
Yeah.
I look at Karabar.
Well, you know what all these places have in common? They weren't churches of saloon. So
You went to a church by yourself in the last town, didn't you?
I did, and I can't guarantee that it wasn't haunted, but it didn't look too bad. It was a nice church for a Lathander church. You know,
Did you go underground?
I didn't know. I only really saw the main chamber.
Probably evil.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Lathander church, so you know what they say.
No?
Ah, well, they say things.
What? What do they say?
They say things. It's not polite to repeat them.
No. We're in private company.
Well,
I just convinced you to rob a winery.
they
It's
say they
fine.
can be real jerks.
Oh, it's not even. I thought it was going to be something clever, like a joke.
No, it's
Yeah,
just a mean thing to say about someone, I guess.
yeah.
So
Religious people aren't very clever.
I know this is a meta comment, but Zach didn't play a character who worshipped Lathander in a previous
He
campaign.
was, yeah, yep, yep, he died by sticking his hand into a bag of devouring. So yes.
At some point, this guy's gonna stick.
At a certain point, you gotta ask: is it the characters that are dumb?
I think
Well, we may never know.
I think you might have had the most character deaths out of anybody in this group,
Yeah,
Mm,
that might be true.
I think it
right?
is.
There's the bag of devouring, the mimic death, the gelatinous cube death.
Yep.
Wasn't
The
it? It was Gaul and then Son of Gaul.
yeah.
So Gaul died to the kobolds at the
That's it.
beginning,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Son of Gaul died to the cube.
Yep.
So
That's
that's
what it was. Yep.
but four.
And Zerzer.
Enzo.
Oh my god.
I'm at one.
You know, you're playing to have fun.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm playing this shit like Skyrim. I got infinite lives. uh,
All right, what are y'all doing?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we could probably take a short rest if you guys don't mind. We've cleared the house. Danger seems to be pretty. And I can't pull this cart until at least get a wild shape back. So
I think
Fair.
Are you gonna like swing wide of the Wizard of Wine so he doesn't see us taking his cart?
That's what I'm saying. Like he's right down there. He's off the
Yeah,
road. He
I
ambushed
was
us
gonna
from a
say
bush.
we should just
Thank
call
you.
him over. We should be like, hey, come here. Like you're good. You know.
No. We'll rest up, get ready for this, and then we'll go over and talk to him. And we'll stand opposite the house so his back is to it. No, like 3/4, so you can come around the other side. And we'll take his cart that way. Yeah.
nice.
Why are we trying to take? Why don't we just ask him for the wine?
Yeah. That was my plan.
Because he might say no, and we need it to finish this quest to destroy Strahd.
But
I don't want to leave it up
there's
to
no
chance.
seed in these barrels. It's empty.
Well, if he says no, then we could
The
just take
wine
it.
was already paid for by the city. We're doing, if anything, we're acting as free delivery men for it.
Guys. Saloon will guide us, and I'm gonna head out, and I'm gonna start to call them towards us.
Well, I don't think
Before we've taken a short rest, of course.
we already paid for.
All right, so you go, you step. Are you like going to them, or are you just kind of like flagging them down from where they're?
Well, I'm just heading outside and seeing if I can see them.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Ah, it was almost a 16. 11.
11. You squint. You can see some movement off in the bushes. I mean, they're not really proficient in hiding. So you can kind of see like, oh, okay, there's one and stuff like that. So you get the general idea where they are at.
Can I just sort of try to get their attention and wave, and if they don't look, I'll give a little shout. Not a super loud shout, but like a hey, just a regular hey shout.
Yeah. So you go ahead. You like wave your hand in the air and you give it like a short hey, and a moment later you start to see one by one the family emerge from the tree line and starting to um, approach.
Yeah, I'll call them over, sort of wave them over, and wait.
Okay, so um, they slowly approach, and um, the older gentleman that talked to you approaches. Is it all clear?
Uh, it is all clear. However, I do have a little bit of bad news. Um, the druids were intent on poisoning your wine. Quite a bit has been poisoned. Most of it has been poisoned. We're taking a few samples to get them tested to make sure they're not poisoned. Additionally, if you need help delivering wine to the town, we would be happy to provide that service. We'll just need a cart.
For a nominal fee.
For well, if you would like to pay us a little bit, we'll do it for you.
Oh, well, we don't have too much in the way of coin, but as thanks, we can grant you our last barrels of wine if you need them.
We're gonna need those and enough to give to the town.
Well, we only have enough stock to for you to deliver to one town. I think, didn't you say you needed wine for uh Gresk?
That's correct. We do need wine for Kresk, and also uh, there's a lot that we need to take that we need to take to get tested to see the poison, what kind of poison was going on.
What
I
do you mean?
also tell him one of I tell him which one of them is not poisoned. You know,
Mm, of the big
And he's
barrels.
like,
that out there.
yeah, he's like, well, that's unfortunate. The that last vat is probably gonna have to be have to supply us for we'll have to stretch out for a little bit. Um, listen, there's I appreciate everything that you that you did here, and he goes and he calls out to his two older boys and says, "Fetch the barrels down and get them loaded up onto the cart." And so they go ahead and head into the winery. Um, I'll have my boys here load up the rest of um the barrels that we do have for shipment, and we'll load them on the cart here for you. If you want, we can deliver them for you as well. If you want to provide escort for my boys here.
If we
Um,
could keep the horse and the wagon, we'll just take care of it.
Well, that's our wagon and our horse.
Right, but I mean, like, how much does a winery make in a year? Like, you can afford more, right?
You do
If it
realize
wasn't,
where we live,
you
right?
wouldn't have it.
And they did just
What?
lose a lot of wine.
That's true.
Their bottom line just went through the ground.
I will ensure that we return the cart. Don't worry.
Mm, I mean, if we're heading the same way, we'll just escort them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're willing to make the delivery, we just gotta walk with them.
Oh yeah, if they're taking it. Yeah, well, yeah.
Uh,
I thought we
excuse
were
me,
taking
Wizard Sir, though. Why do you think this happened?
it. Why attack Druid?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a good question, and I can answer that. Um, you see, this land is cursed. All of Borovia, nothing grows here except for this winery. You see, there's a long ago. Um, there were uh, is it? There were these seeds, stones that were magically created to provide fertile land for growing. Three of them, to be exact. And they were buried here in this vineyard. Um, Apparently, those druids sought to steal them for their own goods, and now they're gone. Um,
Seeds?
I know where two of them might be. The third one I have don't know where it's at. The one of them is going to be at Berez, and the other at Yester Hill.
You know
I
who
would,
has them?
if I had to guess, probably more of these druids that you fought.
Oh, I didn't realize I got stolen. Jeez. You said
Without these seeds, we can't grow grapes anymore. All these vineyards, whole vineyard will die in a matter of days, weeks. And the only sole resource for any sort of happiness is gone.
Do you know about the witch that sells the pies down the road?
I know of her. I don't particularly know her well.
If you're looking for a source of happiness, go buy a pie off of her, and I guarantee it'll fulfill all of your needs and more.
plus, really, alcohol is not a good way to introduce happiness into your life. Faith is a much better source of joy.
I have a
After you've
question.
lived many years in Barovia, alcohol is the only thing of happiness.
But okay, stay with me here. If nothing will grow anywhere else, and everybody's like really suffering, and also from what I've heard, you can't get supplies from the outside because nobody can leave. Why not grow like food?
This is all we have. This was.
His eyes just go wide.
You can grow food?
Well, as far as the vineyard, the vineyard was made for this specific purpose. It wasn't made to be a farm. It was made to be a vineyard. Besides, even this small amount of land that we have wouldn't be enough to yield and much crops for the whole region, anyways.
Robert, in your head, you hear a traditionalist.
So where does Barovia's food come from?
from whatever we can get. Meat from the wolves that prowl the woods. Um, Grain from whatever we can trade with the Vistani. Whatever is available.
They're full keto.
Y'all definitely all got scurvy.
That's why you're so sad.
See, I'm like out of character. I'm starting to think some of Barovia's problems are just Barovia's own problems.
Mhm.
Like, real talk, maybe Strahd saw that the government was like doing a really bad job and said, take over. And he's trying to make it better, but it's an uphill battle.
Right? Like he might be doing it
Hitler
through.
had good points.
I mean, he's sending the wolves. He's giving them food.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
Maybe he's trying to
shit!
turn the vineyard into like crops. The Vistani love their wine, and so they're like, nah, fuck that.
yeah, nobody's willing to give up the winery, so he had to like destroy it by force for the betterment of Barovia. Like he's not going about it in exactly like the most good way, but he is doing what's best for the country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm
Because
loving
I think
this.
we're going to be. I think our group might flip
Guys,
sides. I think we're just going to try to join Strahd at some point.
I'm seeing a lot of evidence for Strahd.
I mean,
No.
the stock market was booming, but during his reign, I'm just saying.
I think we should think of this objectively, really.
Oh my god.
Priscilla was saying this out loud in front of me.
Yes. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Okay, yeah. So you said Yestani. Where is it? Seeds buried in. Where did I write it down? Oh, Yester Hill.
That's one of the areas. Yes,
That's Yester Hill.
correct.
And the other is Berez.
Berez. Yes.
Perez.
Do we have any idea where these are? I don't think so, right?
We have a
I don't
map.
remember.
Be on the map, yeah.
Let's see. Go back to the map.
I know.
I don't see it.
You saved?
Yes. It's not just in the Discord. I saved it.
Nice. I did not. So.
Yeah, where is it again? Can you send it
Berez?
to Maps and Pictures, the text channel Maps and Pictures?
If we were in the D&D chat.
You can still send
No,
it.
you can still
Yeah.
click over there.
Right. You know what? I don't judge you guys ever.
All the time you do.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I think I can. I'll upload it. There.
I got it.
My cat eats with her hands. Isn't that weird?
Oh, I had one more question for the Wizard of Wine. I want to grab one of the Dusty bottles that Karabar grabbed, and I want to ask, like, what does the number 3 mean? When was this made?
Oh, so you produce the grape mash?
Yeah, Great Mash. That's right.
He looks at it and says, "Oh, that was one of our older blends that we were first making. It's not one of our better selling ones.
Why does it taste bad?
It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste good either.
How long has this been on the shelf?
Ooh, many years. We haven't been able to sell those ones. A lot of
Maybe
people
it's
don't
gotten
like them.
better.
Can I have it?
Yeah, I don't see it. Why not?
All right, I want to, in front of him, take out one of the wine bottles I stole and put this one in its place.
I mean,
And
Carol
then what are you
already
doing with
smooth.
the one that you? What are you doing with the bottle that you stole? Are you just gonna hold it?
Well, I mean, for now, this was gonna be one of the ones we were gonna test, but I think we have enough samples, so I'll just set it back in the cart.
Along with the 11 bottles, but
Yeah, like in the process of all this talking and stuff like that, the sons start like wheeling up these casks and stuff like that, removing the empty ones and putting the other ones in there. But they see all these wine bottles in there, and they kind of stop for a moment and they look at the bottles and they look at their father and they're kind of like, "What's happening?" He kind of sees them like, "What? What are you doing? All these? How did these bottles get here?"
These were the ones we
Compensation.
were gonna test.
Yeah, these are the ones I told you about that are contaminated that we have to take and check.
But how are they contaminated?
Uh,
Didn't you say that
no,
they just
they were
poisoned the
poisoned.
vats?
They poisoned the vats and the
How do
bottles.
they get the poison in the bottle?
They're druids.
Druid magic.
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
mean,
don't think druids can control poison?
I cast light on my
Grow
mace.
up.
Look at it. We can do fantastical shit.
Roll a deception check.
Okay. Did I give you an advantage?
Yeah.
You
Do I get
don't
any
think I can put
benefits?
poison in a bottle?
Yeah,
Grow
I'll
up.
say that like if you can get the help action with this one.
Okay, cool. Thanks. You said deception, right?
Yes,
Oof. +0.
required.
18.
18. That's pretty good. He kind of like looks at you suspiciously, but like kind of thinks it over for a second and like slowly nods his head. What? But why do you need so many?
These are the ones that we've detected through, again, magical means, that they have been poisoned.
Right. Have you never done science? You know, sometimes you gotta do things several times to make sure it's accurate.
Hmm.
One, two, three, up to 10 could be a fluke.
We tested
11
every bottle. Every single bottle we tested. Not a single bottle down there did we not test. And these are the only ones that came up poisoned.
Hmm. All right, whatever. As he just like has the kids do the rest. So eventually, over time, they there's six barrels intermingled with your 10 bottles of wine there, um, and this is they go and they get their draft horse. They hook it up to the wagon, and they're getting prepared to leave. And well, thanks again. And if you can, it would be really grateful if you can help out the people of Borovia and us again if you can manage to bring back those seeds uh, back to the rifle spot.
Can you point out those locations you mentioned? Berez and Yester.
Yeah, can you maybe like draw little marks on our map here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He looks at the map and so he goes over and he says, Yester Hill is actually not too far from here. If you follow the path down, follow the Slavic woods here, and it's right over here in this opening. As he points down from where you guys are at the winery just south of Kresk,
Hmm.
and that trail, and he traces his finger along that trail that leads to the southern hill.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as Berez, It used to be a town, but it's ruins now. You can find those if you head back up the main path from where you came, and then take a right, and then you go all the way towards the Luna River, and you follow it south. Just follow the river south. It'll be right there at the bottom of the hill there.
Right next to Mount Gacus.
It's like at the bottom of Mount Gacus, on the northern side of the bank.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Is it sort of right there at the edge of
A
the
little bit off
woods?
the map.
Like at the if you follow Luna River south from the bridge, there's like a little town almost on the map.
No, that's a different spot. You have to go further south. Just a little bit more south. You see that little nook right there
Ah,
in
with the
the
ruins in
hill?
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, I see it. Okay. Just south of that little town.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Those aren't too far away. We could probably get those done sort of on the by and by.
That um that spot that you said looked like a town, that's actually Argensfold. It's a castle, a keep.
Hmm. Interesting. Argensforth? It's a castle, you say?
Or I wouldn't say a castle. It looks like a castle, but it's more of it's a mansion. It's been abandoned. No one lives there anymore.
Interesting. Wonder if that matches any of the prophecies. Would you say it's a fortress inside of a fortress?
I wouldn't call it a fortress. No.
Hmm. Whose castle was it? Whose mansion?
Um, I think it was once a refuge of a Order of Silver Dragon,
Hmm.
who opposed Strahd at one time, but they didn't do so well.
I think it's worth checking out.
You see Falco get visibly like upset, but he doesn't say anything.
What, you don't want to go to the castle?
He didn't say anything.
All right. All right, I guess we're gonna haul this wine over to Kresk now. Does anyone have any more questions for the fella?
Have you
Generally, did it feel like he was lying? Sorry.
Roll an insight.
24.
24. Get that he's pretty being honest. I mean, he's grateful that you helped him, and so he's trying to give all he can to help back.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll be right back. You guys can keep going. I just gotta handle something real quick.
Is your camera off, Megan?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Oh, I see. Oops. There it is. All right, let's take a quick intermission since those guys are indisposed.
All right. So yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back.
All right, all right.
All right, so welcome back. We'll continue on here. Um, so you got the cart is loaded up, ready to go, and unless you have any more questions to ask of the owner, proprietor here.
I do real quick.
Yes.
Have you heard of the Master of the Marsh?
Mm.
Masters of March. That's that was a title given to the Burgermeister of the of Berez.
Oh.
He's no longer alive, but you might find more information at Berez if you choose to go there.
Do you think it's like tied to the Druids, or is that pure coincidence?
I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
What time of day is it?
Right now I'd say it's probably a little past noon, probably getting close to sunset or like early evening. But if you guys leave now, you might be able to reach Trisk by nightfall.
Uh, Hypothetically, well, let me sort of look at the group collectively and say, you guys want to check out the hill? It's right down south.
I mean,
I mean,
don't we have to get this wine?
Right, but it's almost nightfall. If we go do this, and then if you guys want to do that, then we can maybe possibly stay in this guy's. He's got a bunch of beds and stuff.
Hmm. I'd rather go to the city and at least check it out first before we resupply, stock up if possible.
Where yeah, we can stay at an inn, see what kind of pie situation they got going on.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure.
Guys, I just really want to go see that witch again.
too badly.
I can tell.
You gotta wait.
Get thirsty.
The pie will taste even better because you had to wait.
Are we ever going back?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, without a doubt.
Hey, having my doubts. I really want some pie.
Take it. You know what you should do? You should take that out on our enemies.
Yeah.
I have been.
Yeah, yeah. I can tell. But yeah, keep doing it.
It's obviously working. Nobody else has died.
It's gonna haunt my dreams.
Yeah.
It haunts mine too. Sometimes the moon is just a pie.
Sounds like a bad lyric.
Is there a god of pies?
Undoubtedly, and she is that old lady at that windmill.
I might be religious.
See if she'll let you worship her. You might get powers.
Yeah, she's definitely evil, so she could definitely give you some sort of evil powers. But
Yeah.
Trying to
whatever.
turn Leek into a warlock.
Yeah, for sure. A monk lock.
That's gonna be great with my 9 charisma.
Even their DC is 8.
You go with Monk Lock over Wonk.
All right, what are you guys doing?
That was fair to ignore. You guys are right to not acknowledge that one.
I
Alright, moving
didn't
on.
hear it. I didn't hear it. Damn it. What was it?
I give you a ooh.
Oh, a
Oh, I said-
wonk. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's much better. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm just trying to take a short rest real quick, and then I'll turn into to a moorbounder and take this cart. Unless they have a horse. If they
No,
have a
yeah,
horse,
they already set up their draft horse that they have for this cart specifically, and so it's all ready to
okay,
go.
cool.
They just want to, because you guys agreed to run escort for them. They're just kind of waiting for you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just after a short rest, and I'm ready to go.
I don't know. Like, can we just short rest? Because it's gonna take us a while to get there, right? They said we have to leave now to get there before nightfall.
Yeah, I can say like while everybody was loading up the stuff and you guys were talking to him, you guys could have taken a short rest.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
It's kind of you.
yeah, I needed that.
Generous DM.
Cool. Got my channel
Yeah,
divinity back.
let me get them key back.
Yeah, got them wild shapes back.
Hmm. Do rages come back on our short rest? No?
No,
Wow. Bummer.
I got a rock.
Got a rock?
It's a Charlie Brown reference. Never mind. Whatever.
Never liked Charlie Brown.
Did you look too much like him?
No, no, no. I didn't like it back when I had hair.
Fuck, you need an ice pack after that?
I'm not apologizing for having a perfectly round head, okay?
Man, that was like fucking
I had to take a step back after that. Reevaluate why I really didn't like Charlie Brown.
Oh man.
yeah, that was a vicious mockery right there.
Yeah, vicious mockery.
You got 1d4 emotional damage there.
Oh, yep.
You never know when I'm gonna strike.
Right.
Right.
So what are you guys doing?
Escort.
Heading to that town.
So you guys go ahead and start escorting?
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Okay. So you guys they start to pull out the wagon and stuff like that and start making their way, and you guys are um, keeping up with them and stuff like that. I'd say you guys get like um, once you guys hit the actual road that heads towards Kresk, um, I think it was Falco. You have the highest passive perception, correct?
I believe so. It's a 17.
Mine's a 15. Yeah, so higher than mine. Bummer.
Yeah. So
Yeah, same.
yeah, Falco, you as you guys are walking, um, you notice that a few swarms of ravens are kind of like above you, kind of circling, keeping pace with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
There.
mm-hmm. Let's see. Of course, I didn't pack it. I gotta pack it. Speak of Nazables more often.
You could just turn into one and go chat with them.
I I can't turn into flying creatures until 8th
Oh,
level.
that's right.
Let's see. As you continue on, let's see, how far is that travel?
I let the group know that we're being followed by
Mm.
a flock of ravens.
That's suspicious, but I'm not that familiar with Borovia. Maybe that's normal.
Maybe they like wine.
They might
You
be
guys,
druids.
hey, can I talk to these dudes that are making the delivery with us? Like, you guys normally get followed by ravens, or is that just us? Is that a Borovia thing?
Um,
Well, he's asking that. Can I look at these ravens? Do they look like druids? Like, do I see like an intelligence behind their eyes?
But wait, are you talking about this as for the ravens?
Yeah, I'm trying to insight check these ravens. They look like
Oh,
some
I mean, they're
things
circling way above there. You wouldn't be able to see
Oh, okay, gotcha.
like that. They're not like perching on the on the actual wagon. No, they're just like they're like basically above, like above the tree line, maybe a little higher, and they're just circling, just keeping pace with you. You asked this
Wow.
question about the ravens, and I said, "Oh, them, yeah, they're actually they actually watch over us. They're kind of like protectors."
Oh,
Good to know.
uh, how so? Like,
Well,
how do they protect you? Like a good omen,
uh,
or
no, actually, I there's a family of weather ravens that live here. They're not too fond of Strahd, so they usually look out. They know that the vineyard brings lots of
Hold on.
good things for the town of Borovia. So
Did you just say were ravens?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I'm
They're
sorry that I
not
let you get
druids,
so
but
far
where
into that
ravens?
that little monologue. Were ravens?
Yes, weather ravens. You do know what a weather raven is, right?
I mean, I can make inferences, but I'm afraid to say. Is this like a
Yeah.
werewolf but a raven?
Uh, yeah, the correlation's the same, except instead of turning into a wolf, they turn into a raven.
So are you saying all of
the
these are were ravens,
people.
or at least one of them is a were raven?
Well, I don't know if they're all red ravens, but the actual ravens, the animal ravens, they favor this area, and they help out where they can.
Huh.
Uh, Falco's like, I knew they were druids. Ish.
Oh, I don't. They wouldn't be called druids. They don't have like any druidic power. They're just were ravens.
As
I have a
turn into
few
animals.
questions.
I have a few questions.
Okay, one, is there something that makes them transform, like a moon makes a werewolf transform?
No, I believe they have control over that. It's not like your classic case of werewolf where full moon, I can't control myself, that kind of thing. Though you read too many books. No, this is like classic lycanthropy. They can control their form, they can change whenever they want, that kind of thing.
I think that answers my second question, which is, do they lose like their mind when they transform, or are they
No,
sentient still?
they keep all their wits. Yes.
Can they fly in their normal form, like human form?
No, no, no. They don't have like wings for their arms. They could only fly when they're a raven.
Okay, good. I was about to start looking suspiciously at this guy over here, if you know what I mean. Where owls? I don't know at this point.
That was going to be my third question. Am I a were animal?
Can you change into a person?
I've never tried.
Well,
I, well, you should probably try. I mean, let's
So
let's knock this out.
you gotta focus in your mind when you're trying to change into another shape. I'm trying to coach you through a
Yeah,
wild
that's
shape.
good. He'd be the expert.
He's
Doesn't
like
he?
Lee goes and tries like his far like to concentrate and like that, and like you see him straining a little bit, and just out of nowhere you just hear as he like lets out a fart.
Ah, you gotta channel through the sphincter, not into the sphincter. It's very similar, but a world of difference.
I don't think I'm a were animal, guys.
Okay, that's good. That's good news. Because you know that's contagious.
So where are they at? Like, where do these were ravens live?
Oh, I'm not exactly sure. They kind of keep to themselves.
For following us all around.
Look, we're on a quest to defeat Strahd,
Yep.
and they also don't like Strahd. We should probably try to find out where they are, right?
Yeah, any ideas or any like rumors of where they are?
Best I can see is follow the birds.
Follow the birds, but they're
Can I
following
can I
us.
just fly up and try talking to him?
Ooh, good call.
Um,
Very good call.
do you
Yeah,
have like
cockroach
speak with
maybe.
animals?
Um, no, that's a good point. I'm assuming if they still have their wits, they understand common. I
Right, like
speak Orin, but I think
Leak.
that's more of like an air elemental thing.
if
Think
one of
about
them's a were raven, it'll definitely hear you and just be like, "Yeah, what's up?" Right?
fly up and start talking about
I could definitely pack it next long rest for sure.
it.
I'll just fly up and speak common, see if anything happens.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So you
I'll cast
jump
guidance
off the
on you.
cart and
Saloon guide you.
you fly up many feet into this like multiple swarms of ravens, and they're just like circling around. They're not like sometimes you're like getting in their way and they have to like you get like this flutter of wings like in front of your face, but
He's used
um
to it.
they seem to just kind of like keep with the cart, and you say what you want to say and no response, just a lot of squawking and cocking.
I'll
Squawking
try
and
speaking
cocking.
Orin.
I like it.
I think Orin is like an air elemental plane thing, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Mm.
Yeah, you go in, you speak your stuff, and no real response.
All right, if you're just not feeling chatty, but you do understand me, maybe you don't want to talk out in public, you can find me later, and I'll come back down.
Sure.
But I do it in like a really cool, like a spiral down.
Good call.
Hey,
Hey,
Dan, I have a random question for you.
Yeah, what's
Um,
up?
so as a druid, you can pick your spells every long rest or whatever.
Hmm.
Do you think that like you would know what kind of spells are upcoming, or is it one of those things where like as soon as you turn a level, you just got them, and then next level you just got a whole new like batch, or do you kind of like have an idea of what's like coming down the pipe?
Uh, rephrase your question. I'm not sure what you were trying to ask.
So like for level for level 5, right? Like and I get like new spells. Like would I
Yeah,
know what kind of spells are coming?
I wouldn't say like it's not like something that like it's not like an Amazon package where you're expecting, a shipment of spells.
Hmm.
It's just like your new spells that you pick out are things that like along your journey, like, oh man, you know what? This particular spell should be good. Maybe I should learn that spell. And then when you acquire
Hmm.
that spell, that's you just like picking up that spell and learning
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
it.
Yeah, that's it. I
Anything
think
from the
it's about
crows?
time to call it.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, for the trip there, we'll get there next time we play.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right. So we'll go ahead and pause it here as our adventurers go and deliver this shipment of wine to the town of Kresk and see what other clues lead to where. Thank you for watching. Come see us this weekend as we go and continue our gaming portion of this place, CVG. I don't know what I'm saying. Uh, but yeah, come see us this weekend. We usually broadcast around six ish. But give us a follow. You'll definitely be notified whenever we're gaming or streaming. And as far as you guys who love our D&D content, you can always pick up our shows on the VOD, which releases after we streaming, and on our YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out. Um, yeah. Other than that, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah. Adios.